Yo, have you ever heard about the Chicago parking meter thing?
No.
Oh, it's awesome.
He just told me about this. So in like during the recession in like the 2000s, Chicago needed cash, and they sold the rights to all of their parking to the Saudi like princes, like some fuck, right? And what was the exact numbers? It was like it made like they sold it for like $1.1 billion, and they made $1 billion in like 2 years.
That's
and
insane.
they own all of Chicago parking for the next like
For 75 years.
75 years. They made their money back in like a minute. And it makes $200 million a year for 75 years, and they just got to send it to Saudi Arabia while they're like drowning in murders and shit. And all they needed to do was just keep their quarters, keep their fucking parking meters.
I'm
one of the all-time bad.
It's gonna happen
moves.
to all of us, dude. We're all gonna be like, and welcome to the podcast, Sheikh Mohammed and Salah. And he's like, it's good to be here. It's fun. Crazy, like doing comedy for
by the way, I am for sale from some Saudi fucking. We'll take your blood
It's
money.
so
You can own the
crazy.
whole fucking thing if you
because like
want.
when the WWE started doing it, I
that
was
was
like,
a little
what
weird.
is this? And now they
you
do
don't
like, it was so funny because the first time they did it, they were like, I want the Undertaker to wrestle, and they're like, well, he retired, and he's like, I want the Undertaker to wrestle. And they're like, Undertaker will be there, brother. One more job. They brought back DX with Shawn Michaels and Triple H, and it was like, I think rated the worst match ever.
Oh, really?
They did Kane and Undertaker versus DX because one of the Sultans wanted to see it.
Yeah, that's
And
like
it
Mike
just-
Tyson boxing. It's like these guys cannot do that anymore,
just
bro.
please
It's
stop.
not fucking.
Please.
Did you watch the McMahon?
A documentary?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right up your alley.
Yeah, there was actually some stuff I didn't really know about that I thought was cool, but I thought they did a good job of the McMahon documentary.
It's also, I was talking to Portnoy about it on the rundown the other day. Like, there's just so many funny and ridiculous things they did that you kind of forget, and you're like, oh yeah, they did
When
that.
they
said that, and it's just like
when they did the
did
smash cut of him cheating on Linda, and they're like, "Did you write that?" He's like, "I didn't write that." And then you're like, "Yeah, you did." Showed him just making out with different women. And you're like,
wasn't there?
He's like, "It wasn't. It was family friendly." And you're like, "No, it wasn't." I hit puberty right in the Attitude Era.
Yeah,
it
you
was
did.
perfect.
I watched
It was
Val Venus get his cock cut off.
Choppy, choppy, old pee pee.
Yeah, dude, I fuck.
There's something sexual with Stephanie and Vince. It was like very. Like, I mean,
I don't
there
know.
was
They did a lot of
incest,
angles.
There was murder. There was Mae Young giving birth to a hand.
I remember that. Shout out Mark Henry.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Wrestling's in a great place right now with Triple H running it.
Yeah, he's smart, but it'll never be the same. Like I actually, I've said this before, and I stick by this. I think the WWF Attitude Era is the greatest. I don't want to call it just form of entertainment. Like that era, the greatest entertainment product ever put out.
That was the pinnacle. It could be argued
comedy,
that was the pinnacle.
Sports, sitcoms, television.
You just
what
had
they
like
did.
You had the rock stars that were like Austin and The Rock, but also like
I would say great wrestlers.
I would say you have to include, if you're going to include the Attitude Era, you got to talk about the Monday Night Wars because what WCW was doing with NWO,
wrestling as like a whole kind of.
I mean, I still love it.
Yeah.
I fuck it, dude. It's turn my brain off shit.
It kind of got a little. It did get a little more family friendly though, right? It was like a little
for
more
a while
little
with
kid angle.
the Cena era,
it's kind of coming back
like the
with
Cena
Triple H.
era, and now they're going to Netflix in January.
Yeah,
and I think they're going to be a lot more.
But if
like,
that boxing match broadcast was any indication, they got to do some work.
I don't think they have to worry about streams like that, but yeah, I think they're getting Triple H is running it in a way that's like I think he's gunning it more towards like older guys now.
Yeah.
Where he's kind of like, let's bring it back to what it was.
Yeah.
I was a wrestling guy very briefly. Like I was one of those like classic families. Like my brother and I started wrestling too much, and my mom was like, "No more fucking wrestling in his house." Like I think I pedigreed him through a futon.
That's sick.
And my mom was like,
"Enough
of wrestling."
That's sick.
It was like we were going to SmackDown that night.
That's badass.
And so we were jacked up, and she's like, "You can go tonight, and then we're done with this."
Really? Oh no, man. My mom loved it because it was like you just put it on and I wouldn't go anywhere.
It was also like 3 hours.
Yeah, it's like I just watch wrestling. I remember saving my money to get WrestleMania 13.
Yeah.
I was 13 and I like saved my money. I was like, I want to get because I always had to wait for the tape to come out like months later, and I was like, I'm gonna buy WrestleMania. My mom's like, do you have the money? And I put $70 down. I was like, WrestleMania 13. Call it in. Call in the order.
That is like
it was awesome.
I guess if you watch the UFC, you can kind of. But like,
kids, I bet kids now save up to watch UFC and shit. And like,
I remember
sure.
WWF like pay-per-view parties. Like it was like we're all gonna get together at one house.
Shout out, I think it was Nick Myers' like 9th birthday. He got the Royal Rumble. And everyone was like, you got the fucking It was fucking massive.
Yeah.
But yeah, I fuck with wrestling very heavy still.
I saw a clip of you the other day saying that you think it's like the #1 dry up the pussy.
Oh yeah, people are getting butthurt by that clip. I
Really?
did Jeremiah
Oh, well,
Watkins'
yeah,
stand up on the spot, and someone yelled like talk about wrestling, and I was like, dude, there's women here. I just want to talk
Wrestling fans
Scaring
get
the
very.
I mean, and also I fucking.
He's the ultimate scaring the hose.
But now it's funny because it's like watching like that clip is like wrestling sites have picked it up or whatever, and they're like, this dude's making fun of wrestling. You're like, you have no idea who you're
He's the
talking
number
about.
one super fan in the world.
I'm like,
Bro,
I love
Macho
it.
Man Randy Savage was in the front row at your last show.
Yeah, that was wild.
That's awesome.
That guy was wild. That guy dressed up
It's
as
so
Macho
funny
Man.
when you like
people dress up as Macho Man, you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah. You acknowledge him and you got so mad at yourself right away. You're like, I shouldn't have fucking said anything.
I thought it would have been funny if I didn't say anything to him the whole time and he felt crazy. Where he left and he's like, am I losing it?
He sees it, right?
No. You didn't acknowledge me. And I didn't. You're just like, all right. But that was fun. That guy was cool as shit. I met him after the show. But yeah, that was a fun fucking show.
It was very cool afterwards when you gave like, it wasn't a speech, but you were like, this means a lot to me.
Oh
like,
yeah, dude, that was true. I watched Bill Burr there like exactly 15 years before at the New York Comedy Festival. Me and Nate got tickets through DeRosa and like watched Bill Burr and like that. I truly think that show at Town Hall changed Nate and I for the better. Because like I remember leaving it. I had to go do a check spot at Stand Up New York, and Nate had a spot at Broadway, and we like walked through Times Square, being like, "That was the best show I've ever seen in my life." We were like watching. That was right after Burr did "Why Do I Do This." It was right before his second hour, Let It Go, and it was like a very, very important show to Nate and I.
Yeah.
So it was like cool. Like during the show, I'd like look down at the seats and be like,
That's what I
was sitting right. Yeah, it was cool. That was the shit.
Have you felt like a change in your career? I mean, how's post Bonfire life?
It's been great, man.
Yeah.
I missed the guys, I missed the crew, I missed the fans and shit. But, like, it's been really fun building up on the road and like seeing it kind of pay off and like kind of being more available on stuff. And I think putting like 40 minutes out on YouTube was the move because it was like just right to the people, and it did exactly what I wanted it to.
I was so surprised because that was like what, 6 months ago?
March. Yeah, it was March.
Like I don't think you had any crossover with what you have now, right?
Yeah, no, there wasn't a joke on there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I've just been touring my dick off,
bro.
So.
I understand the idea of like you can't burn material and you don't want people to see things, but if you can write enough and you're funny enough and you have enough and you can utilize the internet.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's people that are way
you're
better
gonna
at
reach
it.
so many.
I like
people.
disappearing. I like not, like I put the HBO hour out in 2019, and then 5 years later dropping 40, and then you're like maybe 3 years, 4 years, because I think I kind of want to write an hour and then bulldoze it and write another hour, and it's just kind of I don't think this need to feed the machine. Yeah. I understand it, and I'm like trying to find ways around it, but I kind of like holding shit, like I don't know, I'm a big Sturgill Simpson guy, and I kind of like the way he creates. I like the way that Queens of the Stone Age create, where they're like, it's not about maximizing your, what I mean? It's not about profits, and it's just like kind of like, you gotta be a different person. Like I like putting out shit that you're like, and this is where I'm at now, and I
think like I can only speak for myself, but like I see obviously a lot of comedy and comedians promoting their shows. Like the second I saw yours, I bought it because I was like,
that means a lot.
I don't know. It's because
I would rather be heavily fucked with in the streets than industry darling.
Yeah,
and I kind of that's what the last 5 years have proven is kind of like, God bless you. Like, dude, I'm not talking shit about anyone that wants to chase the algorithm, chase this. I'm lucky that I got Homeless Pimp with me, doing my podcast, and like he knows how to do all that stuff and build the algorithm and like build our YouTube channel.
That's what you really need.
And I got him, but I like just going and hanging and being funny. And
your style makes, again, at least people like me or people with my type of personality, like I have to see him because he's not always putting shit out.
Yeah,
like,
there's a little.
I have to go see
I think there's going to be a reaction to all this film, everything, everybody's famous, and I think the reaction is people are like, I don't know, but I hope young people kind of realize like you're valuable and save it, store it up like an IUCAN. Don't just like don't keep diuretically shitting stuff out. Like save it up.